governor's message following the adjournment of the 32nd Legislature's special session, May 10th, 2017.
Good afternoon. I'm just informed that the 32nd Legislature has had some committee of the whole hearings today on the 6 bills that I sent to deal with a number of very pressing issues affecting the territory, and that the body unanimously has deferred a number of the bills to their special committees, the Committee on Finance and the Committee on Economic Development, with an expectation to hear those bills soon. Let me say from the outset that as I informed the Senate President earlier this week when he asked me to withdraw the special session call, that I respect the legislature's right to exercise its discretion and to handle those matters that I sent them as they deem appropriate. Also, I said to the Senate President that the legislature should understand, and it is my deepest intention to convey to the members of the legislature the urgency of the matters that are before them. The issues at hand are very, very simple. The sewage in the Juan Francisco Louis Hospital and Medical Center is coming through the walls and out of the floor. There remains a truck in the parking lot of the hospital that continues to pump the sewage so that it is not spread throughout the hospital. The emergency room is being relocated to the cardiac care unit. If this does not rise to the level of urgency, I do not know what does. Likewise, there are 24,000 Virgin Islanders that are on the medical assistant program. The legislature authorized $5 million for this fiscal year for a medical assistance program match that they know minimally is $13 million a year. We are at the base of the fund. That monies are used to pay the bills, the doctors, the hospitals, the clinics, the labs for medical care of our residents in this community. My point this afternoon is that I embrace the legislature's discretion, the exercise of its discretion to move the bills to their committees with an assurance to the people of the Virgin Islands that by the end of May, and at the outset, listening to the comments of its majority leader, Senator Neville James, by the outset, by June 20th of this year, they will give an answer on the proposals that I forwarded to them on these critical and urgent matters affecting the people of the territory. I just want to add one footnote. I had an opportunity to hear some portions of the Senate session, and I'm a little bit amazed that a number of members of the legislature were complaining that the special session call had 6 items on it. You asked for the job. You asked to be elected senator. This is the work that is required. I was a member of the legislature, and I have sat in sessions where there have been more than 30 items on an agenda. We're asking you, the people of the Virgin Islands, members of the legislature, that 6 items on an agenda is not an inordinate amount of work for the $21 million that we provide to the legislative branch for the operations of the duties of the legislature of the Virgin Islands. My administration, the members of my cabinet, and the members of the hospitals, both Roy Schneider and Wang Louis, remain available to answer your questions and to provide all of the information. I agree with you that the bills can use improvement. All of the work that we do can always be improved upon. And I accept and I'm open to any improvements, but at the end of the day, the sewage system at the Wang Louis Hospital must be replaced. The infrastructure needs at the Roy Lester Schneider Medical Center must be addressed. Monies for the medical assistant program must be provided. The additional monies for the general fund to maintain the payroll, to keep government workers on the payroll and meet the obligations of this government must be addressed. And yes, the issues regarding horse racing and the horse racing industry must also be addressed. I hope that senators are not saying that VIGL must take comfort that it can open a casino and it doesn't have to be bothered with the horse racing side of the deal, because I am not a part of that. This deal includes professionalizing horse racing in this territory, providing jobs and opportunities for our young people, and driving visitors to our shores in the area of sports tourism. It is a package, and I am not going to acquiesce and say to the operators of VIGL, don't fret, put in your 400 video machines or put in your 400 slot machines, and don't worry about the horse racing side of the deal. All of the contract obligations must be met so that the people of the Virgin Islands can receive their full benefit. So I remain hopeful that the members of the legislature will come together and will address these critical issues, and at the end of the day, do their jobs. Thank you very much.
Governor's message following the adjournment of the 32nd Legislature's special session, May 10th, 2017.